Good morning everyone and welcome to my channel English Literature. Today we are going to talk about American literature. I have already posted a video on American literature. That was just an introduction and I plan for something else. Just steer around my plan, you can say, that how we will proceed while reading American literature. And at first, behind every literature there is history. So at first we have to dig out that history. Okay, what was the history of America? How America came into the existence? So we will study the history first, and then we will go for literature. And at the very beginning, we know that American literature is you can say the most new literature, because it is in comparison to other literature, its resource and its source is new, contemporary. You don't have to dig out far more to get the root of American literature. And at the very beginning, we know that American literature was just, if we call it literature in that sense, that is Native American, before the starting of colonization, it is totally oral. So that we cannot say literature, cannot term as literature. And for that part, we have to concentrate and focus on the history part more. So what we will do? We will divide the timeline, divide the American history in some timeline. Okay, like that. In this way, we will divide it in 8 timeline, and part by part we will venture into it. And for the Native American period or pre-colonial period, at the very beginning, that is before the permanent settlement, for that part there was not so much source of literature. So we will give importance on history. So how we will proceed? What is our study plan? What is our strategy? At the very beginning, we will focus on the history of America. How America came into existence, how America was discovered, and how the inhabitants settled there. So this history, and we will discuss this through timeline. Why through timeline? Because if we discuss something through timeline, then it will be more easy for us to remember and understand. So our plan is, we will proceed through the history part first. And when literature will come into concrete existence, then we will study history and literature both side by side. At first history, then literature. Okay, so this is our study plan. And now, in today's video, we will discuss just our plan. History is the root of literature. So before venturing into American literature, we have to dig out the history of America. We will follow the timeline. So how we will read? So this is our plan and this is our strategy. How we will read? We will through following timeline. We will emphasize history first. Okay, we will emphasize history first and then literature, because history was first and literature developed later. And literature was not so significant at the beginning. So at the beginning, we will discuss the history more elaborately. Okay. Now, we will follow the timeline of literary periods and discuss them age by age. We know that ages cannot be bound or demarcated in this way, but we have to do it keeping in mind specific features and remarkable changes for our convenience, to make our understanding or reading easy. Now, here I have divided American literary ages in 8 parts. Number 1, Native American period, that is pre-colonial period, before 1620. So many things happened here. What happened? America was discovered. Columbus, Amerigo Vespucci, John Cabot. One after another settlement was going on. And the permanent settlement 1607 by John Smith. We will discuss in details about that pre-colonial state of America. And then we will discuss the literature, the oral literature, the features if you term it as literature, what was the literary construction, a literary characteristic of that time. And next we will discuss colonialism. Colonialism started in 1607 with the permanent settlement under John Smith to 1770. Because after 1770 and already before 1770 the revolution started. I told you already, these timelines, this demarcation is just relative. They are not so concrete that you cannot break them. 1770 you find somewhere 1765, 60, because revolution did not started in 1 year. The seed of revolution was growing on underneath. And revolutionary period and after revolutionary Romanticism and oh my god, there is a mistake, Romanticism and Transcendentalism. Next, American Realism and Naturalism. Next, American Modernism, American Postmodernism, and then Contemporary period. So, in this way, we will divide our discussion. And for every period, there will be history and at the same time, literature. Okay. So it is enough for today. It is just like an introduction and our plan, our study plan, our strategy that how we will read American history. Thank you.